everyone and welcome to a new video. So I didn't post anything last week because there were a lot of things going on and so I did not have time to film, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm back and stronger than ever. So yeah, so basically what's happening in this video, I thought that I was leaving for Berlin on Wednesday, so in 2 days, in 1 day, no 2 days, right? But actually, because I was meant to be doing an au pair stay for about 3 months in Berlin, and everything was planned out. As I said, I was supposed to leave on Wednesday, but unfortunately that didn't work. The man sent me a message and told me that basically he found another au pair, so I wasn't needed anymore. And so yeah, so basically I don't have any plans. I am just living life right now. I am very like in a time where nothing's clear. Like I had planned my suitcase, my trip was made, everything was organized, but anyway, I'll just insert the clip when I learned that I wasn't going to Berlin, and also a little bit about like how I packed my suitcase, because that's what I was supposed to do, but actually I didn't. So anyway, hi guys, so I am in the process of packing my suitcase. It's been 2 days. To be honest, I'm a bit struggling because the only thing I've managed to put in my suitcase so far are my wool and my books and my Doc Martens, and that's it. Like that's basically all I can take. But all my clothes are still hanging there. They're very organized, but still they do not fit in my suitcase, so it's a bit of a problem. So yeah, I have to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Hi guys, so little update. I just received a message from the au pair where I was supposed to go in Berlin, and he basically said that he found another au pair. And so I will not be going to Berlin. It's a shame because my suitcase was made. I was supposed to leave on Wednesday, so 3 days, in 3 days time, and I had planned my trip, everything was organized. Yeah, so it's pretty disappointing and nerve-wracking really, because I think it's a little bit unfair, but life goes on and it probably wasn't meant to be, and there's probably something way better waiting for me. I just have to be patient and learn that life is not only rainbows and butterflies, it's also compromises. So thank you Marine Fine for these wise words. Anyway, just to make myself feel a little bit better, I've been crocheting, so I'm in the process of crocheting another of those crochet sleeve top, and I'm watching Chicago Meds, so fun. And yeah, so just a little update. So basically I have no plans for September. I have no plans. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll figure that out tomorrow. Right now I'm just concentrating on not being upset and cooling myself down, and everything's gonna be okay. I do not have to stress. It's okay. So something else is gonna show up, and I'm pretty positive that something better is waiting for me. So I'm trying to be calm about it, but it is pretty nerve-wracking. But anyway, that's not the subject of today's video. So today we are going to do some crochet sleeves. Let me show you mine here. It's just there's strings that I have to take off because I just finished it yesterday night, so I didn't have time, and the back is just like very small. And you can also layer it like underneath a big t-shirts if you want like more of a grunge look. So that's what we're going to be making today. I've been meaning to do this video for quite a while. As I said, I was really busy with my packing and my everything. I had to organize, getting my passport renewed and everything. But anyway, so let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, just this time I will show you what you need, because I think last time I didn't do it. And I'm going to tell you precisely what you will be needing. So basically you need wool, whatever wool you want, whatever size you want. It really doesn't matter for this project. I do recommend a size 4 of wool. I don't know how to say this really, but just size 4 for the wool, and a size I think I used size 6. Oh yeah, I did buy new crochet hooks, which I'm really happy with that. I used that one. So yeah, 6mm hook. And also for the wool, you are gonna need about 100 grams of wool to make one pair of sleeves. And you'll also need a tape measure. And I think that is it. You do not need much actually for this tutorial, so let's go now, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna want to do for these crochet sleeve is just take your tape measure and make the tour of your bust about the same height as I did it on this video, as you can see. Yeah, so make the whole tour of your bust and then divide that number by 2. So for me it was 20 centimeters, but take whatever number you have and just divide it by 2 and you will have the number that you have to use. Once that is done, you just make a loop with your wool and insert your crochet hook into that loop, and then of course slide it over. And now what we're going to do is simply chain as many chains as you need for the number that you got once you divided your bust measurements. And so just chain for me was 20 centimeters, so I just chained as many chains as I needed to get 20 centimeters. But of course just do as many as you need. Alright, so I'm just checking if I made enough or not yet. So as you can see, I did a little bit too much, and that's absolutely no problem. That's the thing that I love so much about crochet, is that it's very indulgent. So if you make a mistake, just pull the string and that's it. So now I have 20 centimeters long of chain. And the next step is simply going to be chaining 9 more. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And once that's done, you can loop over and then go back into that stitch where your finger were. If you didn't hold your stitches, that's totally fine. You can just count down 9 chains and then go in that hole, and then pull through and pull through again. So that's basically a double crochet that we just did. Next step is simply to chain 3 more, so 1, 2, and 3, and then yarn over and count 4 stitches, 3 and 4, and so you go into that one, pull through 2 and pull through 2 again, and that's another double crochet. And just gonna repeat that step, so 1, 2, and 3, yarn over, go into the 4th chain, and then do a double crochet, so pull through 2 and then pull through 2 again, and then just repeat that all through the chains that you have basically. So once you finish your line, what you're going to do is, because we are at the end, we are going to chain not 3 this time but 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then you can just turn your work over and just continue the same process. So now you're going to yarn over and go into that first big hole there, go in and then pull through 2, and then pull through 2 again, and then as before chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over and go into the second hole, pull through 2 and then pull through 2 again, and again chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, go into the next hole and then pull through 2 and pull through 2 again, and again chain 3, and do the same steps until you get at the end of your line. And again, because we are at the end of this line, we are not going to chain 3, but we're going to chain 6. So every end of your line is always going to be chaining 6 instead of 3. And then again, turn your work over and start another line. But remember to always go into that first hole, because I, in the beginning, always forgot to go into that first hole, and then I had one hole that was bigger than the others. So just don't forget to go into that first hole, and then just repeat the process all along the line. So I have 4 lines here, as you can see, 3, 4, and I want to make another 4, so I have 8 rows, but that's my personal preference. If you would like a longer top, like a full length top, you can just add rows. And also if you want to make a shorter top, you can also totally do that, just make a little bit less rows. But I decided to do 8 rows because that's the perfect size for me. But just do whatever fits you, whatever you prefer. This tutorial is pretty changeable, like you can really make it your own, not only with colors but also, you know, like make the shapes you want. You can also use different stitches if you want, whatever you want to do with this top. Really, like, be free, be creative and do your thing. Alright, so now I have 8 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So that's going to be the first side of your bust area. So let me show you on the grey one that I already did. So basically we did that part here, and now we're going to do the hole for the head and then go on to the other side. So to do that, you are going to do another 4 holes of that same technique, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So just do the exact same thing. You're going to chain 6, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then loop over and go into that first hole, pull through twice, pull through 2, sorry, and pull through 2. That's the first one, and then chain another 3, yarn over, go into the hole, pull through 2 and pull through 2 again, chain another 3, and do that until you have 4 holes completed. So once you've created your 4 holes, you're going to want to chain some more chains, but with that going into that line. But you have to keep in mind that you need to keep 4 rows on the other side where you're going to join. So basically chain as many as you need, so that it's the right length, but you have to keep 4 holes that chains won't go to. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically I'm going to show you what I'm doing right now. So I'm just chaining as many chains as I need, so that on the other side I still have 4 that I'm going to join with. So I'm just chaining, 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 and And so now I'm going to check that my chaining is long enough so that I have 4 holes on the other side. So that was perfect for me. I did it perfectly, perfect size. I hope you do understand what I'm telling you, and if you do not, please watch that scene again just to make sure that you understand what you need to do. And once this is done, you are just going to loop over and go into that 4th hole and do a double crochet, and then you can just continue as before. So now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over and go into the next hole, pull through 2, and then pull through 2 again and again until you arrive at the end of that row. And once you're at the end of the row, per usual, you are just going to chain 6 instead of 3. So just chain 6, and now what we did basically is create the hole for the head and the neck area. So that's basically where your head is going to be, and now we are going to go on the other side, the back side of this sleeve, shirt, whatever. And so basically you're going to do the exact same thing. You just need to do 8 rows for me, but if you did more before, you just do the same amount of rows that you did on the first side on the other side. So once you're finished, it should look something like a tissue box. I don't know why, but it really makes me think of a tissue box. But anyway, that's the hole for the head, where your head's going to be. And it's going to be folded up, as you can see on the one I'm already wearing. It's just going to be that part. Basically, you did the front part. So good job, guys. Let's continue. So once you have finished that, you have your 2 sides, so you're just going to fold it over so you have the back and the front, and we are going to make the arm area now. So just take where you left off and put your hook in it if it's not already in it, and we are going to join the 2 parts together in order to make the arm area. So basically all you have to do is insert your hook on the other side, and then with the string, the long yarn, you're just going to pull through basically, and then find another hole in which you can go through and do that over and over until you have the right size for your arm. I do suggest that my French coming in, that you actually put your head through the hole and your arm through the other hole, just to make sure that it's not too small or too big. And so yeah, I just suggest that you do that before you close up your knots. And once you have the right size for your arm, so mine was this big, but again, as I said, if you want your armhole to be a little bit shorter, then you just continue on that line, and as I'm just trying to show you, you can just make it smaller if your arm is thinner. For the next part, first of all, if you chose another color for your sleeves, you're going to want to change the color. I chose that other blue color that I bought at my local thrift shop that actually sells those for 50 cents. So basically any yarn that you can buy is 50 cents. So yeah, I don't know why I told you that. Anyway, so that one is really soft. And to do the sleeve, it's always the same process. Basically you chain 3, then you go into the hole, you yarn over, go into the hole, pull through 2, and then pull through 2 again, and do that all around the sleeve. But I decided to spice it up a little bit and to do a treble crochet with 2 stitches between each of them. So that's just my personal preference, just because I had already made another sleeve top like this, and I wanted another one that was a bit different. So yeah, but basically that's all you do. You swirl around until you have the right length for your arm. And as you can see, the stitch I chose to do is a little bit similar to the fishnet stitch, it's just a little bit longer. And so there I just decided to crochet in front of Chicago Meds. I don't know why, but lately I love crocheting in front of Chicago Meds. I feel like it's such a vibe. But anyway, I do get very distracted though sometimes because the scenes are so like epic that it's hard to not focus on the show. But anyway, I'm just crocheting my sleeve, and then basically you just repeat the exact same process for the other sleeve, and then you finally will be done with your sleeve crochet top. And yeah. Sleeve, so to me that's the perfect size, I mean the perfect length. And this wool, guys, is so soft. I don't know what it is, but it's so soft, like really. I don't know what they put in there, but it's incredible really. Anyways, so I'm really happy about this sleeve, and now I'm going to make the other sleeve and then we'll be done. The only thing is that unfortunately I am running very low on this wool, so that's completely fine, because why not do another color? I think that could look really cute. Sorry for my hair, it's just a bit of a mess. But anyway, so I was thinking about the sleeve, and I was wondering if because I do have some of this color left, a little bit, and I think these two would be enough to make the sleeve, hopefully. So I'm wondering if maybe I should do that, so do sort of stripy, so it will be one whole and then one sort of stripy. I'll also do sort of basic white on the other sleeve, which could look kind of cute too, and then I could do bright yellow, which I think could look really nice too. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm a bit confused. There's a lot of choice. We'll see. I'm gonna decide now. Alright guys, so it is now the next day, and I finished the little sleeves yesterday night. So let me show you. So basically I did blue and then orange for the other sleeve. As I said, I wasn't sure what to do because I was missing off this yarn, but I actually love it so much. It's really like, it's a bit IKEA vibes. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I don't know, I love it so much. It actually makes the yellow brights it up really, and it makes it really unique, so I really like it. And yeah, also what I wanted to say about those sleeves is that you can also make your own pattern, like from the moment that you know how to do, I mean from the moment you know what your sizes, how to do sleeves, and how to do basically form the sleeves. You can do whatever you want. For example, I did this one, which is exactly the same process. I just used different yarns, I used different knots, and different techniques, but basically it's the same process as these sleeves. So just to say, you know, you don't have to do exactly like I did. You can, not only you can change the colors, but you can also change like the knots. Like I did triple crochets, I did double crochets, I did granny knot, I did a lot of different stitches for this. And so yeah, you can just switch it up as you want. You can do whatever you want really with these sleeves. That's what makes it so interesting, because like there's 1,000 different ways that you could do it. So yeah, I'm gonna try it on now and show you guys what it looks like.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT. Two-turn baby girl, you know me. Still with the dogs that I grew beside. All the niggas around me, they die. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. I'm outside in an AMG, right outside.
This is the end of this video. I am sorry for this. I completely forgot to film an outro, and it is pretty late now, and I just really need to get this video done because I am going on a road trip tomorrow, so I need this video to be updated. Anyway, I just wanted to say that I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you would like to see more of me and my videos, you can subscribe. And yeah, if you did make that top, just leave a comment and tell me how it went. And if you need help or would like advice, you can leave a comment as well. I might be able to help you. I'm not a pro, but maybe I can give you some advice. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!